So I think I've only drawn Super Saiyan Goku God Red once in all my years of drawing Dragon Ball. So let's remedy that today. We're going to do the cool over-the-shoulder pose, but red. Landscape page. This will probably work portrait as well, if you want to do it that way. But I'm in landscape, because YouTube is landscape. Let us go. Start with eyebrow. So about along maybe the halfway line, we'll have his eyebrow, just to the right of my center point of my page. So we'll just like curve his big Dragon Ball eyebrow. This angry. Tick line, check mark. Square end. And then we'll go back down, wide on top and thin on the bottom. Super Saiyan red eyes are kind of big, so we'll go, they're kind of like square, just me. So we'll go here, big long line, right? And the line at the front is kind of big as well. It's kind of like a box-like eye. And then we'll just curve this into there. And then we'll add the red iris. And then the black, just kind of looking back and down at us. Okay, looking cool. I always love Goku looking backwards. Right, and then cheek marks, these, you know, hatching lines that they always have. And because we're looking back, his face is in profile, right? So we just get his sort of brow line here. And then his nose comes out this way. Down into there. Then we got that shadow there. And then the forehead seems to just go back this way. Maybe like some extra little wrinkle lines and stuff. Make him look a bit angrier. So we got his lips, right? So lips are like a letter M, sort of stretched out, kind of capital letter M. Like, you know, when you were a kid and you drew birds flying in the sky, it's kind of that sort of shape. And then his downturned lip. And chin. So his jaw this way. And then jawbone turns and goes up towards his ear. Sometimes like a little sort of cheekbone here is kind of cool as well, actually. Like that. It kind of like highlights his square face, kind of. That's optional, but I just like doing it sometimes. So his earlobe, just here, and that big Dragon Ball ear then. They always do big ears in Dragon Ball. And then we get some ear lines inside. Like so. And then we're all about the hair spikes. So we'll just go into there. Right. Right, so at the front, so this one goes like kind of around his head at the back. And then another one going this way. So the hair's like real big, right? So it covers much of this space. We've got like big red ones going this way and some going back here as well. So say like at the back of his neck, say, his kind of hair goes into his neck and his neck will come down this way. And the front of the neck here. All right, let me get like those big hair spikes at the back. Then another one here. And this way. Cluster of them back here. Then we get that round part of his head, sort of dome, and then more spikes that go like out to the front, like out this way. Okay, and that's his hair, the shapes anyway. You want to add like some texture lines inside as well. So just on each hair spike, you just do a couple of these lines that follow the shape of his hair. Wait, there. Like that, right? And we'll do back of his neck, like his spine, kind of there. And then we can see a couple of more sort of neck muscle lines here. Then we just do his shoulders, and it's that orange and blue sort of folding clothing lines. Right, for his collar there. And then we meet like his shoulder going this way. Now he's like loose sleeves and stuff. So there's an orange one and then a blue one, right? So we'll go orange first, say, for his back, and then the blue sleeve kind of here. And then on this side, we have the orange there, and then the blue one sort of comes out from underneath. And for some reason, when he's in God Red, his anatomy is like real thin. Is that like a thing? Like he's real, he doesn't have like overly muscular shoulders. Just something I noticed. And there's all these fold lines then on the fabric of his gi, his clothing. And he has that symbol, that sort of circle master, it's Master Roshi's symbol in there. And there's some writing inside. Now I'll just roughly sort of do this. If you're better at Japanese calligraphy, have at it. I will do my best. I think that's how it looks anyway. Bum, bum, boom. Okay. God. Red. If you want, you can give it like red aura and stuff like that if you want it, but if not, you know, some like just little sort of lines like this around, you know, it's kind of simpler sometimes. Just make it look like there's some energy in the air or the air is moving. Or you could just go full aura. It's up to you. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.